So I'm Kathy McDonald. I'm the Education Officer for the United Achievers Club. And our amazing club is hosting this event today. I'd like to thank the city for allowing us to do so. I would like to welcome you all to Jamaica's 57th independence and flag raising.
This flag raising is a celebration of 57 years, but it's also a celebration of the community here. And I think everyone has a story about why they love Jamaica. And it's not just because we daydream about Jamaica in January, it's because of that sense of love, that sense of friendliness, that sense that we're all in it together, that sense of community that you really see the Jamaican community exude.
Now, independence to me is never an event. It's never a singular activity, is it? Emancipation, even more so. It's a community event. It's about us, not about I nor me. Right, Ms. Campbell? Audrey Campbell, past Vice President of the JCA. It's an activity that involves all of us, or should involve as many of us as possible. Emancipation, we talk about struggle, rebellion. Going back, we know Jamaica is one of the first places that started this rebellion business. People would say, no, Haiti. Okay, let's talk about Haiti then. In 17 when Haiti benefited from the sale of a slave called Dottie Bookman. Dottie Bookman. Dottie being Dottie and Bookman being Bookman as you know it. Named so because he had the temerity to learn how to read, and worse yet, to share that experience. The slave owner had to get rid of him. So they sold him to a Haitian plantation owner. Now Haiti was at that time quite under the oppression of slavery. Dottie Bookman went around, stimulated what we now know as the Haitian Revolution, and Bob's your uncle. Long and short of the story, Taki, the Jamaican chief warrior, maroon warrior. I have to tell you I'm maroon, eh? So we started the struggle. The struggle continued. Slavery was abolished. We continued the struggle. Colonization was amongst us. We got that lifted. And we continued the struggle. Oh, back up. We got independence. But independence means what exactly? Because that in itself is not an event either. So we continue to evolve. We continue to emancipate ourselves until Bob Marley, of course, strengthened that movement. With the song, emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no faith, energy, none of them can. All right, I have to put up you guys to the choir.
My family story is similar to many of yours. Some would say it's a universal story of immigrant success. You know, you come to Canada, you look a job, you make money, you save your money, you buy a house, send some barrels back home and some marrows back at Jamaica. And you send it back to all the people back there who believe that now you're rich because you're there foreign, right? But really, there's so much more to that story. There are pieces that don't always get told to the younger generations. Because as Jamaicans and as others from the Caribbean, there's no time to tell. There's no time to tell it when you're on your way to success. And as a child of immigrant parents from Jamaica, many like me are taught to go study a book, which is go to school, become a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse, teacher, maybe even a politician, right, Mom and Dad? Get a job, save your money, send some barrels back home, you know, the same thing. But there's so much more to the journey, and we all have rich, compelling stories of overcoming challenges and tragedy. You know, looking out at the audience, I know there are stories just like mine in this place. People who have faced adversity, many of you. Many of you have overcome challenges, and many of you have survived tragedy. But my story, our stories, are about hope, overcoming despair. It's about taking risks and becoming successful. I know at first, as the first Black woman elected as city council to City Council, I know I stand on the shoulders of all of those who came before me. All of those. Like Alderman John Shadrack, who was the first black person elected to Brampton City Council in 1986. Or Garnet Manning, who was the first Jamaican Canadian to be elected to City Council. Everybody give him a round of applause. Looking so smart. Yes.
And my grandparents came here to Canada in search of a better life. So what does Jamaican independence mean to me? It means pride, loyalty, family, and respect. Now the better question is, what are you going to do with your Jamaican independence? I still cannot believe it. 57 years ago today, Alex Blestonant became the first Prime Minister of Jamaica, a true hero to the colony.